Welcome all to another edition of the Guerrilla Position Wrestling presents Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular, the most unprofessional professional wrestling in Fire Pro Wrestling. I, of course, am your host, the Swink, Nick Swinky. And it has all come down to this. It is the finale of the Summer Sizzler Series. It's finally here. And on this final TGPW show of the summer, we will introduce a brand new championship, the Open Talk 313 The Flash Championship, and the inaugural championship, the inaugural champion, rather, will be decided in a unique tournament. There will be four quarterfinal matches. The winners of those quarterfinal matches will then face off in a four-way elimination match later in the show. The winner of that elimination match will be the first Open Talk Radio Championship. Champions. Why do I keep saying championship instead of champion? The winner of the tournament will be the Open Talk Radio Champion, the Open Talk Champion, if you will. Not sans the radio part. So anyway, our first quarterfinal matchup is right here. Thunderhorse versus Jason Powell. Later on, we've got Kayvon Journey, the big dog, taking on hardcore hipster Neil Carrolls. The Stover Load, Mike Stover versus the Black Man, Coco T-Ware. Crooked Tortuga, Michael Brennan versus Marty Drip Drip. And again, the winners of those four matches later on in the show will face off in a four-way elimination matchup. We've also got two big championship matches later on in the show as well. The TGPW Tag Team Champions will be decided tonight as we have the finals of the TGPW Tag Team Title Tournament. You see it all throughout the summer during the Summer Sizzler Series. It is finally coming to a head here with Fish Mox, the team of Fish Stick Steve Aaron and John Moxley, taking on the legendary Road Warriors, Road Warrior Hawk and Road Warrior Animal. Also, the TGPW Championship will be on the line as the champion Keiji Mutoh defends against number one contender Aeroboy. In addition to all of those championship matches, we've also got a big high-stakes singles matchup as bad old JR Jim Ross takes on Hangman Adam Page. That's all coming your way later on the show, but right here, the first round match, Thunderhorse versus Powell, and Powell is taking it to Thunderhorse. A couple of back-to-back devastating pile drivers. I don't know how Thunderhorse is able to stand after taking those pile drivers, landing on his skull. Look at those Shote palm strikes taught to him by his mentor, the legendary Jushin Thunder Liger. The Macho Son to the top. The illegitimate son of the Macho Man drops the elbow, but does not go for a cover. I don't know how wise that was. Maybe the inexperience of Powell showing there, not going for a cover when he had a chance. He's going up. Thought better of it, though, as Thunderhorse back to his feet. Goes for a quick cover. Did he get him? Just a one count as Powell kicks out. No time limit here in this matchup as Powell goes up, drops the elbow, hits it perfectly. Did he get him? He did. Jason Powell wins the match and advances to the final. Here we go with match number 2 in the Open Talk Championship tournament. Our second quarterfinal matchup. Pits the big dog, the tribal chief, the head of the table, Kayvon Journey. Well, the big dog, Kayvon Journey. The real head of the table, the tribal chief, of course, is Roman Reigns, who we saw Kayvon team up with our last event in a losing effort to the Young Bucks. He could not avenge his loss to the Young Bucks in the TGPW Tag Team Title Tournament as he teamed. Oh, Jesus! Right off the bat, hardcore hipster Neil Carroll's proving why he's hardcore. Digging the spike, the skewer in the forehead of Kayvon Journey. But it was in the tag tournament that Kayvon and his partner at the time, Jason Powell, who we just saw, lost in the first round of the Young Bucks. He wanted to avenge the loss by teaming with Roman Reigns. But the Young Bucks were victorious yet again. The Young Bucks seem to have Kayvon's number. Does Neil Carroll's have his number right now, though? Kayvon with a DDT plants Neil on the floor. But Neil able to get back in. 20 count on the floor by the way in TGPW, if you didn't know that by now. Also, if you have not yet, hit the like button, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, we've got a handy-dandy playlist of all the TGPW shows, so if you missed any of them, catch up. If you haven't watched them, pause the video. Go and watch the playlist, catch up, come back here, and watch the rest of this show. Saw the Superman punch by Kayvon, but Neil able to throw him to the outside. And now a takedown by Carroll, center of the ring. Another side headlock applied in the center of the ring. Referee Bill Alfonso asking him. By the way, referee Bill Alfonso, our referee for the entire summer, done a great job as he has replaced 2-count Lou Tefano, who has been suspended. Tefano's suspension is lifted next month. There's a spear. Is that it? 2.9 kick out by Neil Carroll as he just got the shoulder up, says referee Bill Alfonso. But Alfonso has been our referee as 2-count Lou Tefano has served his suspension. His suspension will be lifted next month for our big September Trios tournament. More on that later on. But right here, our second quarterfinal matchup. We've already seen Jason Powell advance to the final with a win over Thunderhorse in our opening contest. Powell, a member of the Detroit Wrestling Connection alongside Kayvon. Back-to-back double stops. Is he going to make it 3? No, he doesn't. Follows it up with an elbow drop. Beautiful combination of top rope maneuvers by Neil Carroll. But the big dog with a Splash Mountain Bomb. Carroll's, though, able to grab the bottom rope to get the rope break. Kayvon was loading up for a spear. Neil able to avoid the contact. Another Splash Mountain Bomb. This time he's got him nowhere to go. Another big time kick out from Neil Carroll. We've seen the heart on display of Neil Carroll as he went toe-to-toe with with Nick Gage in a death match. Even though he did not win that match, he certainly showed a lot of heart, a lot of guts, a lot of intestinal fortitude. What the hell? Powerbomb off the top. Is that it? No! Again, a big kick out. I thought that was it right there. Kayvon pulling out all the stops. You can tell he wants to win this tournament. He wants that championship. And what a matchup this has been. Neil off the ropes. Hits him with his own version of the Superman punch. Goes in a single leg crab. Can Kayvon grab the rope? No, but he's able to escape. And plants Neil with a DDT. Neil goes for a suplex. No, countered with a suplex of his own. Kayvon has him up, drops him down with that spine buster slam. Knife edge chop and another. Back and forth these two guys are going. Series of elbows and a snap suplex by Neil Carrolls. And now a suplex of his own from Kayvon. Kayvon loading him up again for that Splash Mountain Bomb. Will the third time be the charm? And it is. The big dog is moving on to the final. Here we go with our third quarterfinal matchup in the Open Talk Championship Tournament. Again, the winners of these 4 quarterfinal matchups will go on to the finals. An Open Talk Championship 4-way elimination matchup. We've already got 2 of the 4 participants. It's Jason Powell, it's Kayvon Journey. Which of these 2 men will join them in the final? Will it be Mike Stover, the host of the Stover Load podcast? Or will it be the leader of the Kayfabe, the People's Band, the Black Man, Coco T. Ware, also a member of the Detroit Wrestling Connection? So who's it going to be, Stover or Coco? Who will join Kayvon and the Macho Son, Jason Powell, in the final? This, of course, is a rematch, actually, from the TGPW title tournament. If you remember, the TGPW title tournament was a tournament held throughout the month of April to crown the first ever TGPW champion, which ended up being Keiji Mutoh, who defeated Kenny Omega in the finals of the tournament. And, of course, the champion Keiji Mutoh will defend his title in the main event of tonight's show against the TGPW Deathmatch Champion Aeroboy. But in the first round of the tournament, Coco T. Ware took on Mike Stover, and Coco T. Ware defeated Mike Stover in the first round of the tournament. He would go on to lose in the second round of the tournament to the Macho Ghost. But these two have fought once before in singles action. Coco T got the better of Stover in that one. Will history repeat itself, or will Stover get his win back here tonight? Coco T in the purple shirt. Mike Stover in the black jacket. And there he goes off the ropes and drops the Stover elbow. Big spine buster sets him up for another one. Here it comes. The Stover elbow again. Goes for a cover this time. Did he get him? No! 2.9. Big time kick out from Coco T. There's the Stover load. The Stover load, and that could be it. No! Big kick out. Coco T taking the best shots from Mike Stover and able to survive the Stover elbow, the Stover load. What is it going to take to keep the black man Coco T. Ware down? He was victorious at our last event, teaming with the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, baby, against the Four Horsemen, Art Anderson and Tully Blanchard, otherwise known as the Brainbusters. Can he keep that going here? Can he win this match here? Can he advance to the final? No, a 2 count, says referee Bill Alfonso. Big clothesline by Stover, follows it up with a running knee strike. And a kick to the head. Leaping into Guri, but nobody there. But walks right into the Stover load, and that could be it. Hooks the leg, and Mike Stover has advanced to the final. He kicked out of the Stover load once, but he could not kick out of it twice, as Mike Stover is going to the final. Our final quarter-final matchup in the Open Talk Championship Tournament features the Crooked Tortuga, Michael Brennan, member of the Circus of Slime, taking on Marty Drip Drip, member of the Detroit Wrestling Connection. And of course, he has a harem of women, including Death by Snoo Stew, the team of Camille and Brickhouse and Jade Cargill, and Trish Stratus. And we've seen Marty Drip Drip on the channel in TGPW action, has developed a rivalry with none other than Bad Old JR, Jim Ross, and Jim Ross's cohorts, including the Super Bad Girl Penelope Ford, Super Bad Kip Sabian, Faya and Flava, Kiera Hogan, and Tasha Steeles. Even though his win-loss record has not been very stellar in TGPW, Marty Drip Drip has a chance here in this tournament to turn things around. If he can defeat Crooked Tortuga Michael Brennan here. But Michael Brennan is going to use every trick in the book. You see it right there. He is not afraid to bend and break the rules as he was choking him illegally. He had till 5 to break that hold. If he did not, Alfonso would have disqualified him, and Marty Drip Drip would have advanced, because you can advance the tournament by pinfall, submission, countout, disqualification, or knockout. We've seen matches in TGPW end in every conceivable way. Countouts, we've seen that. Disqualifications, we saw that as well, even. And we've seen knockouts before. A 2 count and a kick out right there from Marty Drip Drip. Crooked Tortuga, Mike Brennan. Or Michael Brennan, if you will. I believe he told me once when I called him Mike Brennan, he said, "It's Michael," he said. He said it like just like that too. "It's Michael." So I have to call him Michael. 450 splash by Marty Drip Drip. Incredible move by Marty Drip Drip, but Tortuga just too close to the ropes. Michael Brennan, see, there you go, got his foot on the rope to force the break. And again with the choke. He's got 4, and he almost got disqualified there. He just breaks before the count of 5. Michael Brennan saying, "I have till 5, referee." Sounds like some other wrestler. I know there's a cover and a 2 count. Brennan, of course, a member, as I mentioned, of the Circus of Slime alongside El Gran Blanco Presentadora and the Insane Clown Posse. We are going to be seeing the Circus of Slime represented in the TGPW, that trio's tournament, the T3, if you will, which is in September, and the crowd does not like Michael Brennan, and I do not blame them. As of late, Brennan has had some issues with a fellow turtle in wrestling, Steven the Turtle Weiner. They met in a tag team match and then in a singles match at This Is episode 666. And in that match, Steven the Turtle Weiner was defeated by Crooked Tortuga Michael Brennan. Of course, but not without controversy, as Brennan used brass knuckles that he had in his trunks, his tights, whatever, to knock out Steven the Turtle Whiner and score the pinfall. A drop kick by Brennan sends Marty out of the ring, and look at that. He is just mocking the fans right now. The fans are letting him hear it. Big hip toss. Moonlight drive, is that it? Did he get him? 2 and no! Moonlight drive out of nowhere by Marty Drip Drip. Wait a minute, Marty Drip Drip gonna fly! Oh ho ho ho! Tope con Hero over the top rope. Marty Drip Drip pulling out all the stops in this one, folks. He wants this match, and he wants it bad. Marty sent it to the corner. He's now stuck in the tree of woe as Brennan continually stomps to his midsection. Head first into the buckle. Goes Turtle, but back into the turnbuckle goes Marty as he returns the favor by smashing his head into the buckle not once, not twice, but thrice. Brennan rolls him up. Is that it? 2 and no! Wasn't going to end like that as Marty Drip Drip gets the shoulder up. Big super kick, staggers the Crooked Tortuga. Suplex reversal by Michael Brennan. Center of the ring, Brennan in trouble now. Drops the leg, does Marty Drip Drip. Marty sent for a ride. Rolls him up, does Brennan. Did he get him? And he did. A hell of an effort by Marty Drip Drip, but the experience of Michael Brennan was just too much as Crooked Tortuga moves on to the final. Match 5 at TGPW presents Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular is a non-tournament matchup here. It is a singles matchup, not part of the tournament, but it has big implications for the TGPW Championship. It's bad old JR, Jim Ross, by God. Oh, jeez, I didn't even get through my intro yet, and he's already using a fork. But it's bad old JR, Jim Ross, taking on the Cowboy, Hangman, Adam Page. And we've seen Jim Ross tear through his opponents in TGPW in singles action. Also unbeaten overall because he also won a tag match. But he has defeated Marty Drip Drip twice. Defeated Rich Swann. He's defeated Jacob Fatu. So he is 4-0 in singles matches. 5-0 overall, as I mentioned, as he won a tag match, teaming with his main squeeze, Penelope Ford, if you will, to defeat Marty Drip Drip and his boo, Trish Stratus. That was way back at Tag Team Madness back in March. There's the airplane spin by Jim Ross. But a scoop and a slam by the Hangman, standing shooting star press, and only a 1 count as JR kicks out. And there he is again with the fork, and this time he has busted the Hangman wide open. Adam Page a bloody mess as he chops away at the chest of Jim Ross. Follows it up with elbows. Rolling elbow there by the Hangman. Adam Page in control now. As soon as I say that, a knee to the midsection from Ross, and then an L again with the fork. And a second time in a row, driving that fork into the head. All the way, slam into the bridge, gets a 1 count only. More like an exploder. He biting the man. He tearing the flesh. Again, exploder into the cover and a 2 count. A bridging exploder suplex by Hangman and Page. Loading him up. Sit out. Power bomb. Did he get him? No. I think this is the most trouble we've seen Ross in TGPW is here against Hangman. And again, biting the forehead of Hangman and Page, trying to open up that wound even further. You can see the blood of Hangman is everywhere. All over his face, all over his chest, all over the mat. Hangman with a rolling lariat. But there's a testicular claw. We've seen him win with that move. Highly effective. Poke to the eye by Ross. Sends him into the buckle, does Ross. Splash to the back of Hangman. Elbow. And Hangman sends him into the buckle. Setting him up maybe for a suplex or a superplex, but he gets suplexed out of the ring. Does Hangman by Ross, and Ross in those, well, ashless chaps tells him to kiss his ass, and the crowd doesn't like it. Rope break there, saving Hangman. Brain buster, just planted him on his head. Send to the buckle. I thought maybe he was loaded up for that. Oh, no! No, not like this. Jim Ross wins again with that damn testicular claw, and he won't let go. Can anybody beat this man? Here we go with the finals of the Open Talk Championship Tournament. It is a four-way elimination matchup. The winner of this match will be the inaugural TGPW Open Talk Champion. Of course, we're sponsored by Open Talk. 313 The Flash. We want to thank them for sponsoring TGPW, the Guerrilla Possession Wrestling, most unprofessional professional wrestling, and Fire Pro Wrestling. And you are watching the Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular, and I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, make sure you like the video. Maybe send me a comment as well. Tell me what you like about the show. All that. Who's your favorite TGPW character? Have you been watching TGPW? Have you been following the shows, the storylines, all that? Just give me a comment and let me know what you think about TGPW. But right here we have got Jason Powell, Kayvon Journey, Mike Stover, and Crooked Tortuga Michael Brennan. One of these four men will be the TGPW champion. We just saw Michael Brennan smash a chair over the head of Kayvon Journey, the big dog. There's a chin breaker by Powell on Kayvon. And now Jason Powell and Kayvon Journey are stablemates. They are members of the Detroit Wrestling Connection. They're also a tag team known as Join Them to Betray Them. And if you ever listen to the Guerrilla Position podcast, or radio show, if you will, you would know that Jason Powell, Kayvon Journey, Mike Stover, Michael Brennan, all have been featured on the Guerrilla Position. And Mike Stover also hosts his own podcast, the Stoverload Podcast, dedicated to music. Listen to that wherever podcasts are found. But Kayvon and Jason, regular callers of the show, haven't had an ongoing rivalry, but now are partners in the Detroit Wrestling Connection alongside Marty Dripchip, who we saw earlier, and Coco T. Ware, who we saw earlier. Coco T. Ware, of course, was defeated by Mike Stover, and Marty Dripchip was eliminated by Michael Brennan. And as we've already talked about Michael Brennan, a member of the Circus of Slime, Mike Stover, one of the few men in TGPW that's not really associated with anyone, but he is a rival of Thunderhorse. We've seen earlier in the show who lost to Jason Powell in the opening match of the tournament. And Stover defeating Thunderhorse in a 2 out of 3 falls match. 2 falls straight at Who Ate Your Cereal, which was the kickoff of the Summer Sizzler Series. That was back in June. 2 months later, here we are in the finale of the Summer Sizzler Series, the Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular, and now Stover has a chance to become a champion here in TGPW. Again, this is an elimination matchup. You must eliminate all of your opponents in order to win the match. Here we see a little double team by Kayvon and Brennan as they double suplex Stover. And that might be a smart strategy. There's a spear and 2.9 kick out by Brennan as he just avoids elimination there. It's not a bad idea to team up and try to eliminate someone from this matchup. And then once it gets down to, you know, the two of you, then you go at it and determine who is going to win this thing. But again, we see a double suplex by Kayvon and Brennan. It seems like they are working together. Maybe they're going to use my strategy, you know, work together to eliminate the other two, and then when it's down to them, then they go at it and determine who the champion is. But you would think that Jason and Kayvon would work together as they are members of a group, but together. But you can see like the desire to be champion like means more to both of these guys than, you know, being members of a stable together. Nice exploder suplex by Kayvon as there's a drop kick on the other side of the ring by Brennan to Stover. As they've paired off here. German suplex with a release by Brennan on Stover as over on the other side. We've got Powell on the top, goes for the macho elbow but misses as Kayvon able to get back up to his feet. There's a pile driver on Stover. See that vicious pile driver used earlier in the tournament. There's a quick cover by Brennan trying to steal a pin on Kayvon. Trying to get an elimination here. And the crowd is letting him hear it. They do not like Michael Brennan one bit. Frankly, I do not blame them. Long way away was Brennan. Powell had the distance, but could not connect with that elbow drop. Brennan was able to avoid the contact. There's a power bomb. And Jason Powell has been eliminated by Kayvon of all people. Join them to betray them indeed. He did just that as he betrayed Jason there to eliminate him from this matchup. We are down to 3. It's the big dog, Kayvon Journey, Crooked Tortuga, Michael Brennan, and the Stover Load himself, Mike Stover. Who's going to win this matchup? Who's going to be the first TGPW Open Talk champion? Series of punches by Brennan takes down Stover. Stover on wobbly legs. Stover fighting back now. But gets caught with that exploder suplex by the big dog. Big dog sends Brennan into the corner, ties him up in the tree of woe. And now goes to work on Stover as he plants him with a power bomb. Back suplex. But Stover gets suplexed. Stover suplexes him out of the ring. Tongue twisted there. Lots of Stover suplex. All that. And there's a Stover suplex again. Catches him coming off the ropes with a Samoan drop, does Kayvon, then hits the spine buster on Brennan. Double suplex by Brennan and Kayvon as they send Stover to the floor. Back and forth they go, trading blows. Who's going to get the better of this exchange? Drop kick by Brennan takes him down, but Stover is right there to kick him in the gut and send him to the mat. Everybody's down now. This match has taken a lot out of these guys. They've been going at it hard and heavy here. But right now, it looks like Stover's in control of this match. Brandon gasping for air, trying to get his energy back, his stamina, but he gets caught in the choke, and that's it. But runs right into the spear, does Stover. Is this it? Is Kayvon going to win the match and the title? 2 and 3, he got him! The big dog, Kayvon Journey, does it! The big dog, Kayvon Journey, is your first TGPW Open Talk champion. And we are still coming off of that big championship matchup there. The 4-way elimination match, the Open Talk champion has been decided. Kayvon Journey, the big dog, is your first TGPW Open Talk champion. And right here in the 7th match, we've got another championship matchup, another first time ever champion to be decided. It is the finals of the TGPW Tag Team Title Tournament. It has all come down to this. It's been a long road, but here we are. The tournament started back in June. It's been going on for the last 3 months now. This is the culmination. We've seen it play out all throughout the shows in the month of June and July and August. 7 shows. 8 shows, rather. This is the 9th show. But throughout the 8 shows, we have seen the tournament play out. And it has come down to this. The final matchup. It is Fish Stick Steve Aaron and John Moxley taking on the Road Warriors. Road Warrior Hawk and Road Warrior Animal, who need no introduction. How we got here. Fish Mox defeating Coco Drip in the first round of the tournament. They would then go on to defeat the Young Bucks. Yes, the Young Bucks in the quarterfinal. They would then eliminate the Motor City Machine Guns in the semifinal. I mean, just listen to that. Young Bucks, Motor City Machine Guns, Fish Mox beat them both to get here. So do not underestimate them just because they're in there with the legendary Hall of Fame tag team, the Road Warriors. But the Road Warriors got here. They defeated the Spaces of Sphere in round number 1. They would go on to defeat the Circus of Slime, El Gran Blanco, and Crooked Tortuga in the quarterfinal before defeating the Hardy Boys in the semifinal. And that is how we've got here. Road Warriors here to prove that they are indeed the greatest tag team of all time. They have won major championships in the AWA, in the NWA, in the WWE/WWF, whatever you want to call it, and won titles in Japan. But they are looking to add the TGPW tag team titles to that impressive resume. Well, former rivals turned tag team partners, Fish Stick Steve Aaron and John Moxley, are looking to prove the doubters, the naysayers, wrong. As I have got a case of the hiccups, I'm so excited. But Fish Stick Steve Aaron has been dealing with problems since day 1 in TGPW, as there has been an alliance to try and end him, simply known as the Alliance to End Steve, TATES. We've seen many members of the group all try, but have failed to eliminate him from TGPW. There's a bonsai drop out of the corner, not even a 1 count, as Hawk is able to get the shoulder up. But we've seen many people try to eliminate Steve from TGPW, and they have failed. But the newest incarnation of the Alliance to End Steve, Metalhead, CNC Destruction, Chris Miller, and Cody James. Alongside the Evil Genius, Aaron Xavier, and the mastermind behind the Alliance to End Steve, Windy City AC, Antoine Clemens. They've attacked him more than once. They've attacked him and John Moxley. They injured his ribs. They took him out for about a month, but he's back now. He's seemingly 100%. Seemingly, again, 100%. You don't know for sure, but despite the injury, he came back. They were able to defeat the Young Bucks. And Moxley was his partner back in March to aid him against Ken Shamrock and Leo Rush at Tag Team Madness. They would win that match, earn opportunities in the TGPW title tournament. Of course, neither man would end up winning the title, but still, they helped each other out by getting into the tournament. But you can go back on the channel. You can find the playlist of Steve Arrant versus John Moxley, a series of matches in which they beat the hell out of each other. Steve Arrant shockingly winning the first 2 matches in that series. John Moxley would have his revenge, ultimately taking Steve out for several months with an injury. He would wrestle again after the injury. Moxley would win yet again. But since then, cooler heads seemingly have prevailed as they've gone from rivals to partners here. As throughout that rivalry, it seems that John Moxley has developed respect and admiration, if you will, for Steve Arrant and his tenacity, his undying will to succeed, his undying, never say die attitude. He won't quit. He won't give up. And he's got the fans on his side. We've seen him overcome the odds already as he went through a tag team tournament here, but also has gone through a deathmatch gauntlet against members of the Alliance to End Steve, defeating them. Here we go. It's the sushi roll. You've seen him win matches with this. Will this be effective? Can this eliminate the Road Warriors? No. Hawk is able to get back to his feet and make a tag. A much needed tag to Animal. Double suplex by Fishmox, showing off their teamwork here. Big power slam by Animal on Fish Stick Steve Arrant. As I mentioned, it's been a long, hard road to get here for both of these teams. Upsets and injuries. Can Fishmox pull off the final upset here and win this tournament? Become the first TGPW Tag Team Champions. There's a figure 4 leg lock on Animal. Will he give it up? No. He tags in Hawk. Hawk and Animal with the powerbomb neck breaker combination on Moxley. Moxley fighting off both members of the Road Warriors as he makes a tag to Steve Arrant and sends Hawk into the buckle. Now just stomping a mud hole in him in the corner. By God. There's a cover, gets 2, no. Animal's going for a pile driver on Moxley, but Steve Arrant there to save him, but he cannot save himself as he gets power bombed there, but Moxley there to break up the pin. Surprising amount of teamwork shown, but a German suplex folding Hawk in half. Moxley with that German suplex just folds Road Warrior Hawk in half with it. But as I was saying, some double team, some nice teamwork shown by Fishmox. The two guys that seemingly hated each other once upon a time, they make a pretty good team. There's a cover, and no, a big time kick out by Steve Arrant as Moxley could not get in there to make the save. There's an Alabama slam by Animal. Moxley dazed as a tag is made to Hawk. There's a cover by Hawk off the knee, and no, a big kick out by Moxley at 2.9. Hate to see the match end that way. What a shot by Moxley, but a lariat by Hawk takes him down. These guys just stiffing the hell out of each other right here. Drag and screw leg whip by Moxley as he tags in Steve Aaron. This, of course, is our semi-main event of the evening. As coming up next, it is the main event for all of the marbles in TGPW, the TGPW Championship matchup. Keiji Mutoh defending against Aeroboy. That is coming up next. But right here is the tournament final to determine the first TGPW Tag Team Champions. And the crowd is into this one as they are behind Fishstick Steve Aaron and John Moxley here. But both of these teams are fan favorites, but it seems like Steve and Moxley have the crowd on their side here. And these are two teams you could be proud to call TGPW Tag Team Champions no matter who wins this one. Bionic elbow, if you will. Follows it up right away with the sushi roll. Is that going to be enough? Covers him 1, 2, and no. Hawk is there to save his partner. Animal with a quick cover. He got him. Just like that, the Road Warriors win it, and they are your TGPW Tag Team Champions. All right, folks, it has all come down to this, our main event of the evening, the final match at TGPW Summer Sizzler Spectacular, the final match in the Summer Sizzler Series. Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular, the final match in the Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular, final match in the Super Summer Sizzlers, the final match in the Summer Sizzler Series. Jesus, I can't get this right. This is a tongue twister indeed. But the Guerrilla Position Wrestling Championship is on the line here. Keiji Mutoh, the champion, making his V2 defense against the TGPW Deathmatch Champion Aeroboy. Aeroboy became #1 contender when he defeated Kenny Omega at My Own Summer in June to earn this championship match. It was also at My Own Summer that Mutoh made his V1 defense of the title against Go Shiozaki. Shiozaki was attacked by another Keiji Mutoh in that matchup, a younger version of him. Since then, we've seen other variants of Mutoh, including the Great Muta and Bad Blood. Mutoh apparently has the key to unlock the forbidden door to the multiverse and has surrounded himself with variants to protect his TGPW championship. Aeroboy, meanwhile, would form an alliance with Shiozaki, Shiozaki's partner Big Show, and Hot Fire Myron Reed to combat the Mutaverse. Aeroboy went on an improbable run in the TGPW title tournament. He defeated Will Ospreay, Jushin Liger, and Rich Swann before falling to Kenny Omega in the semifinals. He was one match away from becoming TGPW champion. That's how close he was. And just listen to the opponents I just mentioned that he defeated. Will Ospreay, Jushin Liger, Rich Swann. Aeroboy, of course, like I said, would avenge that loss to Omega in June. Aeroboy also, as I mentioned, comes into this match as the reigning TGPW Deathmatch Champion. And he won that title by going through 16 other men. Actually, take that back. 31 other men in the Deathmatch Show 2 tournament to earn a matchup against the Deathmatch Champion, in which he defeated FMW legend Atsushi Onita, winning that title. I mean, The list of people that this man has beaten in TGPW is unbelievable. So who is to say that he cannot defeat Mutoh here? But Aeroboy and Mutoh have met once in an 8-man tag at Hasta La Vista, baby, back in July. Mutoh and his variants would be victorious in that match when the TGPW champion pinned Big Show. So Aeroboy was not pinned to lose that match, but just like that, I didn't even get through the introduction, and Mutoh just runs right through Aeroboy like nothing. Unbelievable. I was not expecting the match to end just like that, folks. I mean, a Shining Wizard out of nowhere, a 1-2-3, and the match is over just like that. I mean, here I am talking up about how great Aeroboy is, running through all of his accolades. I didn't even get through my entire introduction for this goddamn match, and it's over already. Keiji Mutoh wins the match, retains the title. I mean, I was going to say, can the Deathmatch Luchador pull off another upset win over the dominant TGPW champion? Will Mutoh's wrestling genius prove too much to overcome? I mean, apparently so. I mean, Mutoh just made short work of Aeroboy here. I mean, this is a guy that was so hard to beat in that title tournament, Aeroboy, and then just Mutoh comes in here, hits one Shining Wizard, and pins him. I mean, this man right now, he's too powerful. I mean, he is just unstoppable. As you can see, a title defense. There's no title change here tonight. I mean, there you have it, folks. The main event over just like that. I mean, I was not expecting this match to be over so soon. I didn't even get through my introduction, and maybe I should have been talking over the entire thing, but I wanted to get all of the story points across before we got really deep into this match, and we didn't get very far because I didn't even finish my damn introduction. I was just about to read the last line, as I mentioned. Can the Deathmatch Luchador pull off another upset, win over the dominant TGPW champion, or will Mutoh's wrestling genius be too much to overcome? That was the next line I was about to say right before Mutoh hits the goddamn Shining Wizard and pins him for the 1-2-3. I mean, folks, I apologize. I did not expect this match to be so one-sided and so short. I mean, what a dominant win. I mean, Mutoh proving that he did not need the help of his variants here tonight to win this match. I mean, he was so confident that he could defeat Aeroboy and just humble this man. He did just that. I mean, one Shining Wizard was all it took, and Aeroboy goes down. So Mutoh retains the title here tonight at TGPW Super Summer Sizzler Spectacular. I mean, that's the show, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. But what a surprise ending to this show. I mean, I did not expect that main event to be what it was, but I mean, that just shows you truly how good Mutoh is, that he does not need the assistance of his variants to defeat Aeroboy. I mean, who is going to beat this man? We know Go Shiozaki wants another shot at the championship. We know Myron Reed, who was in the elimination matchup that Shiozaki won to get a title shot against Mutoh, claims that he had Shiozaki pinned, but the referee did not see the pinfall occur. He claims he had his shoulders down for the 3 count. He's saying that he should have got the title shot against Mutoh. So we've got a dispute between Myron Reed and Shiozaki, who are currently allies alongside Aeroboy and Big Show against Mutoh and his variants. But, we could see that partnership dissolve because both those men want the TGPW Championship. They want to be the one to beat Mutoh. Aeroboy just had his shot. He failed. Can the other two, can Myron Reed or Shiozaki be the one to defeat him. But also, you know, Jim Ross just won another match. I mean, that was his 5th win in a row. This man is unstoppable. He knocked off Hangman Page. He's defeated Hangman Page, Jacob Fatu, Rich Swann, Marty Drip twice in a no DQ match and in a Pure Rules match. Meaning that he didn't have to cheat, use underhanded tactics to beat Marty, but he beat him both times. So 5-0 in singles action, 6-0 overall is Jim Ross. I mean, he has earned a championship match, but who is he going to face? Will it be Mutoh? Or will it be one of the other men that are vying for another title shot against him? So Mutoh has no shortage of challengers, is what I'm saying, for his championship. But Aeroboy is the latest victim. His V2 defense right here. He's defeated Shiozaki. He's beat Aeroboy now. Who is next on his list? Can anyone stop this man? Can anyone end his title reign? But tonight's show, we have seen 2 champions crowned. The Open Talk champion has been decided. Kayvon Journey defeating Mike Stover, Michael Brennan, and Jason Powell in a 4-way elimination match to become the champion. The first ever TGPW Open Talk champion. And then we also had the finals of the TGPW Tag Team Title Tournament as the Road Warriors defeated Fish Stick Steve Aaron, and John Moxley to become the TGPW Tag Team Champions. So Kayvon Journey, the Road Warriors, are your new champions, and Keiji Mutoh retains his title over Aeroboy here in our main event. So 2 new champions crowned, a title retained, but next month's show, or shows rather, is going to be the TGPW That Trios Tournament 2021. You heard it right, folks. The Trios Tournament is coming back to T3. We've seen the T3 last year. Strong Hearts, Shima, L. Lindemann, and Shigehiro Irie won that Trios Tournament 2020. They will be back in this year's tournament to try to defend their crown. But not only will the tournament crown, if you will, be on the line here, but the winners of this tournament will also become the first ever TGPW Trios Champions. So by the end of September, we will have 4 championship titles. Actually, 5 championship titles in TGPW, because Aeroboy is also the TGPW Deathmatch Champion. Let's not forget that. So we've got Keiji Mutoh, the TGPW Champion. We've got Aeroboy, the TGPW Deathmatch Champion. We've got Kayvon Journey, the TGPW Open Talk Champion. We've got the Road Warriors, the TGPW Tag Team Champions. But by the end of September, we will have TGPW Trios Champions to go alongside those belts I just mentioned. Make sure to like this video if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel again if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below in the comment section. Share this video as well. I will see you guys in the next one. I am the Swink, and thank you so much for watching TGPW, the Guerrilla's Position Wrestling, the most unprofessional professional wrestling in Fire Pro Wrestling.